Hello.
Hello. I'll say hello back.
Well, thank you, Olivia. I'm sure the lovely folks will be filing in here soon to give their greetings, share their excitement. Of course, I see Dash giving some chuffs for today, the first day of TWS Tigerthon.
Tigerthon.
Dum, dum, dum. And admittedly, Dash, I wanted Tigerthon to start with a bang. But the darn Wi-Fi was forcing me to start it with the fizzle. We had a fun little live post plan, Mr. Dashers, for the launch of Tigerthon and triple donations. But the Wi-Fi was getting the best of me. So Simon and Jeremy had some fun stuff placed in their pool, which has since melted. Dash had some fun stuff placed in his pool, which is since melted. So I guess this is my sob story, Olivia, to start off the live post. But we try, and we are going to give it our all, Dash, especially when gifts are going to go 3 times as far. This is my, Olivia, I love these moments, these times a year. I kind of feel like the fairy godmother with her wand. I just get to bing and wave it, and one becomes 3.
Exactly.
Giving a gift of $10 becomes 30, $20 becomes 60, so on and so forth. I'm not a mathematician, Dashers.
I was about to say, you stop at those numbers, Judson, because I can't do any more math. But it is so exciting. Dash is excited. I'm excited to hang out with Dash today and whoever else we come across. So
yeah.
It'll be a good live post nonetheless.
Yeah, and I mean, Olivia, it's Tigerthon. It's kind of a short stretch, only about 5 days of these triple donations. It ends at the stroke of midnight on Sunday, this coming Sunday. What do you think, Mr. Handsome? And, nonetheless, it's not a lot of time to give, but with that short time, we can make a big, big impact knowing that donations are triple.
I know, kind of exciting. Maybe more of a rush this year, Judson.
That's right. It's a little bit more kind of like the flash sale.
Exactly.
Get it while you can. Get it while it's hot. Dash, let's go see. Last time I checked, Pandora, your pretty little next door neighbor, she was hanging out with Simon and Jeremy along their shared wall. So, Olivia, we're actually going to take a right down this alleyway here. I'm going to get into the comments, say hi to the folks. Carol Hendricks saying, I'm excited, too, about Tigerthon. Great to hear, Carol. Love to see that excitement. Paula Landrigan, hello, Judson and Olivia, and Tigers. Let's raise some money. Yay. Well, Paula isn't that special. First of all, howdy. Hope all is well down in Jacksonville. And that's one of the special things about these matching opportunities is that we don't grow it out of the ground. It comes from the support of awesome people like the Yard Transformers, awesome people like the AERC, and a handful of other donors who put up these matching funds. So a big thank you to Paula and Yard Transformers. And that's right. Let's raise some money. Let's raise some money for the cats, Mr. Handsome.
Very excited. We got 15 tigers, Judson, and we're looking at 4 of them right here in this alleyway.
And I know this might not be too flattering, but as I said, Pandora is kind of siding right up along the shift with Simon and Jeremy. We know that Simon and Jeremy have quite the love affair with Miss Pandora. Who could blame them? Such a beautiful and regal orange tigress, one of our oldest tigers, yes, Olivia.
Our oldest tiger, definitely our oldest.
That's right, but rest assured, both of these cats have a free roaming habitat. Often we will see them kind of walking up and down their shared wall here, like a little sunset walk on the beach.
It's pretty sweet. I love seeing these 3 interact. That's Simon, or is it Jared? I can't even tell.
I'm going to take a wild guess, and I'm going to say it's probably Jeremy.
Yes, Jeremy through the mesh there, hanging out with his girl Pandora, and I'm sure Simon is not too far behind him. But yes, these beautiful free roaming habitats, and I think that really goes to show that our tigers have the option to choose what they want to do during the day. And that's one of the many.
Do I want to socialize?
Yeah. Do I want to play in my pool?
Play in the pool.
Exactly.
Literally, mentioning that Pandora is one of our older tigresses. She is hard of hearing in her older age, and I'm curious if she knows that I'm around. And I'm hearing some shuffling, because typical Dash the Destroyer cannot stand it when he is not the focal point.
Well, I turned around and saw Dash dashing across this habitat and then onto one of the balls in the pool. So maybe we will get some pool time today, Judson. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, I will take it, especially if it's bringing attention to some feline hijinks. Let me just go through a couple questions. I think I saw one way up from Laura Heath, if I'm not mistaken. Lauren, wondering if sponsorships are tripled, and unfortunately not. Sponsorships are not tripled, nor is monthly pride, but nonetheless still plenty of ways to make an impact just by giving a triple gift.
Exactly.
But thanks for asking. Always good to ask those questions.
Yep, single individual donations are tripled for Tigerthon, so still a massive impact that will go 3 times as far for the cats.
That's exactly right. Kelly Oliver saying Dash is a character. He is. I think that many of the cats here at the Wildcat Sanctuary will put a smile on our faces in a variety of ways. Maybe you're thinking about their rescue story and how far they've come. Maybe it's just some plain old cat hijinks. But Dash is kind of the combination of both of those. We all met Dash when he was just a tiger cub discovered on a rescue that we were on at a breeding facility in Indiana. And that'll put a smile on our face thinking about how far Dash has come thanks to your support. And then Dash will also put a smile on your face with tiger hijinks like this. Him getting ready for a stalk.
I know, and then changing his mind.
Yeah, him kind of realizing that the camera isn't facing him and going dashing across his habitat. It's always a competition for Dash to make sure he's getting the attention that he so much deserves. Okay.
And there's Simon. I knew that he was
I'll kind of bushwhack here for Olivia, and again, I don't want to frighten Miss Pandora, but you can see again she's got her whole free roaming habitat, but she wants to hang out in the shade. Speaking of getting stalked, holy buckets! And she wants to hang out with the shade next to the boys, and they're right through that the mesh along their shared wall there.
We've got a conglomeration of tigers.
We do. We got a lot of tigers right here.
Hi, Dashy.
Hey, Mr. Handsome.
It is kind of a warm day. It would be a good pool day.
It would be a good pool day. A good pool day. All right, let's get into some comments here.
What are people saying, Judson?
Let's take a look here, Olivia. Jerm saying, I remember when Dash was the size of a wet sock. Ooh, a big hop from Dash
really
there.
Impressive.
That's just part of the thing, is just thinking about how fragile a baby tiger cub is, and knowing that it was, touch and go, and us never having rescued a tiger cub, knowing that some uncertainties might lie ahead, but we were able to get Dash through that period, and now we see a full adult grown tiger, Olivia.
And a big strong one too. I don't think you got it on camera, Judson, but Dash just leapt from the ground up onto the platform he's laying on now. He didn't take the step, he just leapt right up there, and it's always impressive to see that, especially in our young cats. And speaking of maybe our oldest cat, hi Pandora.
Hello. Hey, pretty girl.
Oldest tiger, I should say.
I love those pretty eyes you have, Miss Pandora.
She's so pretty.
And in my opinion, I think you give one of the best chuffs at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
I have to agree. She does have a very iconic chuff. All of our tigers have unique chuffs, but Pandora's I could definitely pick out of a crowd.
Yeah, that's right. Lori Heath, that's right. Just kind of adding to the complexity of Dash's rescue, that was happening during kind of the start of COVID and the global pandemic happening. It's one of the ways that, TWS is always going to do what we need to do given the circumstances, and it's cool to acknowledge that.
Well, and it's what your support enables, everyone. Here on this live post, you being here, listening, following along with Pandora here as we follow her, that's a way to support, and of course your gifts being tripled right now helps cats like Dash and his story, but the ones to come as well.
And also, too, Olivia, we're kind of hanging out with Pandora here. We kind of shared some important news the other week with Pandora, and what exactly was that?
Well, Pandora unfortunately was diagnosed with cancer, which is very scary. It's a big word. Nobody likes to hear it. It was hard for us to hear it, and of course it was hard to share that news with you. But Pandora is 20. And so we kind of weighed our options with Pandora. We didn't notice any other signs, so we just happened across a swollen lymph node during a completely unrelated wellness exam. So we've been monitoring Pandora. We don't want to be sedating her more than we have to, especially at her age. And since she's feeling herself, as far as we can tell, we haven't done much for her. We're kind of just monitoring her. If that were to change and there was something that we could do to help her, of course that would be on the table. But happy to report that she's still her happy Pandora self, and doing really, really well for a 20-year-old tiger.
That's right. And very simply, it's kind of what we see here is we see our same Pandora. We see her still eating her diet, still engaging with enrichment, and just knowing that you guys trust us and know that you trust our caretaking staff who's vigilant and monitoring little changes or noticing, maybe this or that. And certainly something that we appreciate, and knowing, talking about triple donations, that whether it's critical care for a cat like Pandora or Olivia, we've been talking about lifetime care for a cat like Dash. It's wonderful to see. Even more wonderful to see Kelly Latanzi, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, I love that last name, saying donated. Kelly,
Awesome.
Thank you for that.
That's so great. Thank you, Kelly.
And that gift has been tripled. How exciting. Yay. 1, 2, 3, tripled. Need a little bell to ring or something like that, Olivia.
We should get a bell.
But again, that's how I feel. It's my fairy godmother moment where I get to wave my magic wand, make the dishes float, but instead I'm just turning
1, 2, 3.
Exactly.
Well, at least we can shout you out. If you do donate on this live post, let us know, and we will definitely acknowledge you, because that is so, so awesome.
It is. And maybe not everybody is looking for a social media shout out. Certainly, you can do it the good old-fashioned way and talk to a human being and give us a call at 320-245-6871. Look at this handsome man. Blimey. Oh, we're back. Oh, man.
Sometimes I do wish, Judson, that when we drop, the people could hear our commentary, because you had gone straight into Harry Potter mode.
I did.
Blimey.
Yes. Man. Sorry about that, everyone. We are still here. We are still broadcasting. Looks like comments are still coming across. I see my wife.
Yay.
16 folks. Well. Hang out for a moment, but I am just going gray dealing with this Wi-Fi. Look at that. Look at everybody circling back. Thanks for circling around, everyone. Holy cow.
Dash stayed with us. We're in this together.
We are. Really has been a heck of a 24 hours dealing with the Wi-Fi out here across the sanctuary. So thank you for everyone being patient. I wanted to jump back and acknowledge somebody giving a $10 gift that, of course, turned into $30. Thank you for that. I think it was... Where did all my comments go? Well, maybe the comments kind of went with the live post. That's
if you do give and we didn't see, we'll certainly acknowledge you in the comment section after.
Karen Lynch saying, yay, caught a live in progress. Hi, all humans and cats. Hey, Karen, glad to have you with us on this live. Some sweet Miss Pandoras. Oh, it was Sherry Gillian. Just donated $10. It's not much, but been too long. Well, first of all, never, ever diminish the size of your gift, and especially when
he wanted the attention to be on him, and now that the attention's on him, he's not as interested anymore.
That just seems to be the case, Mr. Dashers.
You're a cat after all, aren't you?
That just seems to be the case. It's the most interesting thing, and now I can't even see the top of the phone where my Wi-Fi is displayed. I'm partly wondering if it might overheat and turn off in a second, Dash. It is just technical difficulties on the launch of Tigerthon. Never fun. Never fun, but we will prevail. We got a fun week ahead of us, Olivia.
We do have a very fun week ahead
admittedly,
of us.
Which is an even bigger reason to get to the bottom of these Wi-Fi issues out here. But certainly featuring the rescued tigers of the Wildcat Sanctuary, 15 of them, as Olivia pointed out. This is actually the most rescued tigers we've ever had at the sanctuary at once. And looking forward to talking tigers, talking triple donations, and kind of learning how your support affects those tigers, how it allows them to live the life that, well, they've always deserved to live, and how fortunate they are to have your care.
Yes, I couldn't have said it better, and live or no live, although we do have fun lives planned, we'll have content across all of our platforms, videos, photos for you to enjoy of all those rescue tigers you were just mentioning, Judson.
That's right. We got to see our oldest rescued tiger, Pandora, and we're going to go all the way down to one of our youngest rescues, Indy. I think you guys know the drill. It's going to be a striped-filled week
And a fast-paced one, too, because like we said, only 5 days to have your donations tripled.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
now's the time to give. There's no better time.
Faith, hoping for a Taras lion song during Tigerthon 2024. Very interesting.
I'd like that, too.
That's Taras advocating for a lion-thon to be happening as well, surely. Look at that. The internet's stabilized. We got an audience here, about 104 of you watching. Welcome to a live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary on a wonderful day. Well, wonderful because today is the launch of Tigerthon, a fundraising campaign where your gifts, if you give a gift of any size, it's going to be tripled. 1, 2, 3, tripled. We've been hanging out with Mr. Dashers today. We got to see Jeremy and Simon. We got to see Pandora. We'll maybe circle over and see if we can catch Pandora and the boys one more time.
I think that would be nice, and I'm sure Dash will come back and enjoy his pool.
Just look at the setup he has here. 1, 2, 3, 4 toys.
And 2 pools.
And 2 pools. And, well, the world is his oyster.
It is, indeed.
Let's see. It's a catch up on some comments while we're cruising here, Olivia.
Well, I know that I'm excited this week to talk tigers and for all the things that we have planned, Judson. And we have 15 tigers. Is there one that's your favorite?
Oh, the F word.
Yeah.
I call that the F word at the Wildcat Sanctuary. I really like the 2-for-1 deal, and I think Tarek and Polina are certainly a special pair that I really love. But, you know, it's hard, and there's a lot of cats that have passed, tigers rather, that are special to us, but the F word, I tell you.
I know.
Stay away from it.
But just curious, as we walked over to Pandora here, I'd have to say if I had to pick one, but I love them all, probably Winona for me.
Okay. And a happy Tigerthon from Kathy at the Rock. And speaking of Pandora, she is either laying down in the grass somewhere or maybe in her inside bedroom.
I have a feeling, though, that she's over by those tiger boys. They're still in
I can imagine so as well. Just because we have good service, Olivia, we're going to break the mold a little bit, and we're going to circle over and see Leopard Shadow, who I'm sure is marching around her space. Because at the end of the day, Tigerthon is featuring our rescued tigers, but the support you give during this campaign, at the end of the day, pound for pound, they're some of our most expensive rescues. And this number has certainly inflated, but annually to care for one of these tigers is about 10 big chunk of change.
And that's assuming they don't have any medical needs.
Yeah.
Outside of the ordinary care that we give them, $10,000.
That's exactly what enables them to live the life that you see here on these live posts, on social media, our e-newsletter, Uproar. And it all just ties back into itself.
I do like that you pointed that out, Judson, because your tripled support does support 144 cats.
I know. Yeah, it's really incredible. I never want it to kind of become like wallpaper of how effective people's gifts are to the Wildcat Sanctuary. It's truly incredible.
Well, we saw, and this is kind of a good time, a shout out too, because we saw our oldest tigress, our oldest tiger, and we're about to see our oldest cat on property.
Whoa! Oh!
Perky and ready to go.
Look at you! Speaking of cats that put a smile on your face.
Hey, lady.
Hello, pretty Miss Shadow.
It's Tigerthon.
She says, I have rosettes. They're not stripes, but
she does have tiger neighbors.
She does have tiger neighbors who, admittedly, talking about Dash, he's kind of grown over the years here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Miss Shadow, you had old rambunctious Cub Dash living next to you, right over in Tao's yard. And I'll tell you what, Miss Shadow, you let that tiger whippersnapper know to respect his elders.
Exactly.
Nothing too wild. It would just be Shadow giving him glares every once in a while.
Maybe a grumble or two.
Yeah, as you would imagine the type of tiger cub hijinks that were happening just next door. So, no, very civil at the end of the day, but still, still worth kind of acknowledging that the elders are sharing a little wisdom with young Dash across the way.
Funny memories for us humans to think of Shadow.
Whoa. I'm not a tiger, but I am so thankful for the support of the folks of the Wildcat Sanctuary. Well, thank you for Miss Shadow. Look at this. I'm seeing some favorite tigers in the comments. I saw Tanya Toner mentioning that Dash is her favorite.
Okay, good answer.
Holly Winscott getting excited to see Miss Shadow. A little hydration for her as well. Make sure I'm not missing any more comments.
We're getting some leopard ASMR.
We are, Olivia. We're the ones with the microphones, though.
We are. Let's see if I can.
Oh, Carol Hendricks saying, Shadow, my beautiful sponsor girl. Love her so much. Don't want to say the F word, which is favorite at TWS, to clarify for everyone, either, but she is so special. Isn't she, Carol? Shadow is, and just the sweetest thing, too. Obviously, you're never going to see us going in there, petting Shadow, treating her like a pet. She's a black leopard at the end of the day, but she truly is so sweet.
She is Shadow. You are Shadow. This is a long drink. Props to you for being so hydrated, Shadow.
I'm so happy that the internet's kind of been sticking with us here.
Shadow just said it's my time to shine on Tigerthon. On the launch of Tigerthon, you're going to spend the most time with me.
Deborah J. Sanford in the comments, and rightfully so, kind of talking, again, going back to favorite tigers here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.
Ooh, can I guess?
Well, yes, Deborah J. Sanford.
If I remember correctly, Deborah, your profile picture is Noah Tiger.
Oh, my word, Shadow.
Am I correct?
That's exactly right. And, and so her favorites are Noah, Elizabeth, and Winona. They're her favorite sponsor tigers.
Okay,
and what a wonderful thing, Deborah, for you to be supporting them like that. Your profile picture, as a matter of fact, is from Noah's first adventure into a free-roaming habitat at the Wildcat Sanctuary. We had got them, rescued them in an early spring time of year, and Noah ventured out into his habitat that had been freshly shoveled for him, climbed way up on that platform and was getting the lay of the land. And I remember snapping that photo of him looking out onto his new TWS domain. Pretty special.
You know, Judson, I think that's one special part of our job is we can look at a picture and remember the story behind it and the moment behind it. And so I like hearing that from you. That's cool.
That... Admittedly, it might be kind of freakish, but I feel like I can remember every photo that I've ever taken at the Wildcat Sanctuary and the little moments leading up to it, or, kind of some of the things that were happening at that time. It's kind of a little time capsule, each one of those snaps.
It is.
Some more favorite tiger talk during the first day of Tigerthon and triple donations. I see Holly Winscott saying, Daisy is still my favorite. Daisy is my favorite. I still remember Titan and Lily, and you wear your t-shirt as well.
That's sweet.
Yeah, Titan and Lily. Those are two very, very special tigers. And wonderful that Mrs. Daisy has made her way close to your heart. How could you not? Our little Tigger of the Wildcat Sanctuary.
Exactly
her little curly tail, that vibrant personality. Are we going to do a little walk here, Miss Shadow? We'll do a walk, and I'm going to see if the boys are moving around at all. Otherwise, we will wrap it up for a live post here.
But hey, we got a second win with our Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I'm happy about it.
Yeah, a second wind and then some. So I appreciate everyone's patience for kind of the first portion of the live post. We did want to kick things off around our 11 a.m. window, Shadow, but the Wi-Fi was getting the best of us. But we're here. We're here to do our best for the cats, especially during triple donations. So as always, there goes Judson, the broken record. Thank you for being patient with us.
And we're super excited for this week. So I'm glad it held on and we can share that with everyone else.
That's right. Well, I see no way that I'm going to be able to smoothly get back there and see what the boys are doing.
But they are back there.
They are.
Still hanging out with Pandora.
Yep, hanging out in their little shift area. It's nice and shaded too, among the many other shade spots they have.
So we can end on pretty Shadow here.
We will, Miss Shadow. All right, everyone, please remember that starting today until Sunday at midnight, donations are going 1, 2, 3 times as far for the rescues at the Wildcat Sanctuary. And during Tigerthon, we're looking forward to highlighting our rescued tigers, highlighting how your support is so effective for their wild at heart lives, and highlighting how your support has already allowed them so much. And we're hoping to give them just that much more with triple donations. Olivia, we did it.
We did it.
We did it, and I'm just so happy that we got to connect with everyone on a live post. So from the first day of Tigerthon and all of us here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, and of course our stand-in tiger here, Miss Shadow.
She's doing a very good job.
Have a wonderful day, and we will see you back here at the sanctuary tomorrow.
Absolutely. Bye, everyone.